It's a beautiful day to everyone. My name is Noel Amalde, your best friend, your best buddy over here. Welcome to my channel. Well, for today, we are here in a beautiful place right here in one of the schools. This is actually situated in one of the schools of the Corinth District. It is Osisueco Memorial Elementary School. And since we are under the modified, enhanced community quarantine, that is why I'm actually alone right now, and the teachers are at their respective houses doing the work from home scheme. And I'm actually taking advantage also to create a vlog for this morning because there's no noise. And at the same time, what we can only see right here are, you see the green background here. It's so beautiful. Okay? So we always love to see environmental nature touch. You know, right now, all the cities, the places, most of the places are turned into agricultural land, or maybe these places are already developed. Meaning to say, in the Philippines right now, even the world, it's becoming really urbanized. But what we can have right here in one of the schools of the Corinth District, Osisueco Memorial Elementary School, we remain to be nature lovers. As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's all green right here. And at my back, you can see right there our fish pond. Okay? So it's so nice to see that amidst a lot of developments right now in the world, and especially that everyone wants to upgrade in terms of the development of the land, in terms of landscape. If you can visit actually other cities, you can already see like right there, all the skyscrapers, like the buildings are very, very tall, and it's like Tower of Babel. But you know what? Right here in the province, you can still have a touch of a nature. Just like what I have a background right here. It's so nice that you can see a lot of birds chirping right there, and it's a mangrove. And you understand that when we have mangroves right here, we can also have lots of organisms right there swimming around. There's only one thing. Once we are connected with nature, what we can see is just only praises and, of course, appreciation of the beautiful things that God has given unto us. This is actually the gift, guys. And we will have to glorify God for putting this beautiful creation to fill us, to relax our inner self. We can have really that peace and tranquility, so full of solace, and I want to be here. When I was younger, I felt like I really wanted to go to the city and hop city per city and then, stroll around and to do a lot of adventure. But as I grow up, as I age, I realized to go back to the nature. So what you can see right now is really the beautiful setup, and it's nature, guys. And what we can feel is just only, the air is so fresh, and you can really have a lot of oxygen right here because you are under these beautiful trees right here. So these are mango trees, and when there is the presence of mangroves, all you can expect is that it really houses, or that becomes already the habitat of the small organisms right there, especially small fishes. They swim around in this area right here. So that's why environmentalists, we usually have this mangrove, and this is actually to house, to nourish. It's where the nourishment of the fish are, and it becomes already the natural habitat. And the moment these fishes will gonna grow, they will swim around and they will be going to that direction, and they just go through the flow of the water, and they'll immediately go to the sea for them to to increase their size, and then they become breeders. And of course, this is actually a blessing because these fishes will become big, and they eventually would also lay eggs, and they provide us food. This is really the great blessing of God, and we have to thank God for all of these creation because somehow we're able to connect with the nature. We feel it. It's so fresh. I can breathe a lot of air right here, and it's free, and it's really, really beautiful. It's so comfy, it's so comfortable, guys. So we are just really loving the nature. What we should do as human beings to reciprocate that huge love of God given to us, we have to become nature lover, guys. We have to become environmentalists. Even if we are not scientists, even if we don't we didn't actually graduate like the BS Bio or uh, fisheries or something like that, marine biologists. We are not these kind of people, but in our own little ways, we can be nature lover. And how we become nature lover? First is we must change our mindset towards our environment. Let us protect our environment because the earth is really human home. It is a human house, and this is really our place. Now, the question, if we will not carry this environment, what do you think will happen to our next generation? Do you think they will be able to thrive in this world? Do you think they will still be able to survive without these trees? And they will be exposing themselves to the tremendous heat of the sun? We cannot afford that one to happen, guys. We need to take a stand that we have to have good mindset when it comes to our nature, when it comes to our environment. We have to love it. Now, one way of loving our nature is planting trees. You know, when I came here, I already saw a lot of trees right here because there are also huge acacias right there at your back. And then we didn't actually have mangrove right there. It's just only a plain fish pond. But because of the concerted effort, of course, spearheaded by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, it took many, many years ago. That's why we planted bakhaw. We call this one bakhaw. It's mangrove. It's just only a tiny one, a very slim one, and it's a stalk. It's a stalk, and then we just try to dart it to the ground, and it's effortless. We just need to put it that way, and look at what happened, guys. You can see already they're already growing. They're already growing in terms of, well, the number is there. So look at the mango trees right there. They provide already home to our little organisms right there, and these fishes would soon become our food. So this is nature, guys. So that is one way. We had to plant. First, we need to have a good mindset, change the mindset when it comes to our environment. But most cases, we want development, we want money, we want everything in the world. That is why we want to change it from forest to agricultural land, change it from forest into urbanized one. And what happens to our nature? It is fully, tremendously devastated. And we don't want it to happen because we have our upsprings, we have our growing generation, our next generation. The question is, what will you pass to your next generation if you didn't have any more of these trees? So the earth will suffer. And of course, there's no more future with our children, our children's children, our grandchildren. So we need to have clear mindset by loving it. And always bear in mind that this is the creation of God. And this is never ours. We are just right here living as stewards, so we should be faithful stewards, guys, and we should reciprocate that love of God. We need to plant trees, more trees for the earth, because our earth reportedly has been suffering from a lot of damage. Why? Because of the depletion of the ozone layer. So the concerted efforts of the environmentalists around the world, we try to plant more trees, but right now, when it comes to the improvement of our ozone layer, I think there is really a much improvement when it comes to it because everyone does their job and everyone has already changed their mindset when it comes to environment. They change and they start planting trees right now. So you plant trees, you teach your children how to plant trees. In store, we have to embark a lot of good values into their minds. Virtues such as being a nature lover. We need to, ossify their brains, their minds about nature and the importance of nature. We suffer a lot of catastrophes right now, like flash floods, soil erosion, landslides, so on and so forth. And this is just only, guys, the result of our apathy. This is just only the result of our own decision to break the law of the nature. So before teaching the kids on how to plant trees, make sure that you have already instilled in their minds the importance of nature and how will this nature will help them flourish or thrive in this earth. And then this becomes already a living treasure because this could be a form of livelihood and our food so that we can survive. And then this particular awareness will be passed on from generation to generation. So we thank God for always giving us this beautiful nature, and it is our responsibility to teach young kids to be also nature lover, to be aware of the nature and how they're going to protect the nature for the future generations. Number 3 is we need to expand our network. We will do a lot of information drive as well as cascading information to humans, to other countrymen of ours who don't have yet idea about these. So we need also to transform their minds that they too will also love the nature and they too would plant more trees. Guys, God is giving us already a lot of favors. We are actually free. That's why in my previous vlogs, I always utter this one, that we are rich. We are actually rich. Why we are rich? Because we are born in this world. Try to think of this, that we don't actually bring right here in the world with us. What we had was just only our human nature. We didn't actually bring such as bolas, money, something else. But when we are out of this world, we see already beautiful things around us, and this is really the great provision of our Holy Father, our Almighty Father. And that's why I say we are very rich in terms of the beauty of the nature, the blessings of God. There are also fruit-bearing trees right here where it can also be a source of our food, a source of our energy, right? So always have that thinking to always love the nature, and we have to preserve this earth so that we can still pass on this treasure, not only for now, but this will reverberate now and forever. So thank you so much, guys. I hope that you learned something out of my discussion for this morning. It's all about loving the creation of God. It's all about how to protect the environment and how to become sensitive when it comes to the welfare of our nature. It's me once again, your friend, your best buddy over here. Luel Abalde would say, thank you, mabuhay, and have a great day.